being the daughter of a man who doesn't respect women is being a woman who does not respect men. At least in my case, actually. I cannot speak for every girl with daddy issues, okay? But I'm not saying this is a good thing. It is something I'm trying to unlearn. But recently, I really have realized how I just don't respect most men. And again, this is not a good thing, and it is something I'm working on. Okay? My relationship towards men is something I'm working on as a whole. But through me realizing this, like, it doesn't just have to do with, like, my dad. I grew up around just most of the men that I grew up around just don't respect women at all. That's what I was shown. That's how men were portrayed to me growing up. So that's really, up until now, kind of my only point of reference. Obviously, I know that's not the case. Obviously, I know it's not all men. This and that, yes, I'm aware. But through realizing this, I started observing more. And I started realizing there's a lot of women that don't respect men. Like, it's really easy to meet a man that doesn't respect women. It's really easy. It's really easy to meet a man who thinks he respects women and he doesn't. But it's also really easy to meet women who don't respect men. Like, really, like, I'm clocking it. And maybe it's not as common, but it's still pretty common. And I think, as a society, okay, we just don't, obviously we don't love each other enough, obviously. If that shit's not clear to you, what is clear to you? Obviously we don't love each other enough, but we also don't respect each other enough, like, at all. And I think that really stems from us as people not being able to really form connections. Because you can't fully respect someone that you don't really know, I think. I mean, I don't mean that in the sense of, okay, don't respect people just because you don't know them. Like, obviously there should be a baseline level of respect that I think, we're kind of missing, right? Like, I feel like a lot of men just don't have a baseline respect for women, and a lot of women don't have a baseline respect for men either. Like, but I think there's just such a disconnect, and I'm not gonna say men are worse or women are worse. I think that is the dumbest fucking thing anybody could. That shit pisses me off so much when people try saying anything of the like of men are worse, like in any context. Like, I'm sorry, because if you used your brain for even just a second, like, the patriarchy, like, it fucks us all up. Okay, that's the point. That's my point. Where was I going? Where am I? Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? Wait. Okay, so we collectively as a people don't really know how to connect with each other, and I think that is very clear, especially in regards to, and I don't even want to say just between men and women. I think just between people that are different than each other, like groups of people that are different from each other. We already have a hard time connecting with people that are similar to us, let alone people who seem different than us. And I think that if we learned how to connect with each other better and be more compassionate and understanding, we would also be able to respect each other so much more. Being a more compassionate person makes you a better person, makes you more understanding. When you're more compassionate, you're less judgmental. And, bro, like, I don't know where I'm going with this. My whole point is that people just don't respect each other, bro. They just don't. And we need to fix that. We need to fix a lot of things. But if someone's watching this, if you're watching this, think. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, or if you identify as literally anything else. Think about it. Have you ever thought about it? If you're a woman, do you respect men? Do you respect other women? Shit. Ask yourself that question too. Like, if you're a man, do you respect women? Like, actually. But genuinely. It was just interesting because I feel like, at least in my experience, I have not been on this earth for very long. I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it talked about enough, but I think it is more common than at least I thought. I don't think that many women respect men. Again, I think it might be less common than the opposite situation, but it's still there. That's my conclusion. Fucking be more connected. This is also a message for me. I need to do this too. But be better. Be fucking better. Be more curious. Be more curious. Ask more questions. Get to know people better. It makes you more compassionate. It makes you smarter because you're learning more about the world through other people, which is a very important thing to do. And through that, gain respect for others. You don't know someone's struggle until you know someone's struggle. Learn. Ask questions. Be curious. Thank you. Good night.